And I haven't seen Giannetti jump like this and say, oh, I can't wait for this.
Let me do this one.
Go right ahead.
30-2 from St. Edwards, a senior, Joe Butler. He has the misfortune of having to go against the baddest wrestler I have seen in a long time, G.T. Taylor from Southview, 30-0, who hasn't come close to being beat. G.T. got down real quick in his afternoon match.
Whoa.
A very tough Frank Wagner from Mayfield. GT handled him pretty well. And right here, GT snaps down the St. Ed's wrestler, and GT Taylor from Southview is on top of Joe Butler 2-0 early in the first period.
The thing we're gonna, muscular.
Well, the thing we're going to see from GT Taylor is he doesn't fool around.
2-1 now.
He likes to go right for the juggler, and he makes it real interesting. I don't think anybody's come close to beating him all year.
They've got a place in Philadelphia called Bad Street. He reminds me of a guy I once saw from there.
GT Taylor's from Bad Street. There's no doubt about it. He's really strong. Now, that's not to take anything away from Joe Butler.
Butler, by the way, for saying it's 30-2, as you mentioned. In the consolation, Troy Bruner of West Branch against Frank Wagner of Mayfield, who you mentioned earlier. He also played center, of course, on the Mayfield football team.
Now, Wagner did a nice job this afternoon, but Taylor was just too much for him. As a matter of fact, I saw Wagner get Taylor a little bit mad. Put Taylor on his back, and Taylor came back and ended up ultimately pinning Wagner. Right here, he's up 2-1 though, GT Taylor. Joe Butler is keeping it close. Taylor ducks under, Butler checks him off. Joe Butler's not odd. Not as much as I am, anyway.
Mr. Butler appeared, though, he may have gotten hurt. He says, the heck with it, let's keep going. No timeout. 50 seconds remaining, still 2-1. Taylor.
GT Taylor real strong in there. Butler from the outside. Taylor wants to tie up.
See him go for the head, though? He saw him hurt those. Okay, a little more punishment. There are times this sport can punish, definitely.
Taylor is very fast. See how he snapped him by, threw him out of bounds. Butler fast in his own right.
Remember last week in the Beechwood tournament, we talked about that look? Taylor's got that look. Look at him.
All the time.
He just wants you. It's just like, come on, come give me your best shot, because I'm going to put you flat. 2-1, 28 seconds remaining here in the first period. Remember, Taylor gave away that escape, basically. He doesn't get what he wants, he'll give it away. Ten seconds remaining. Taylor tying up now. Just a couple seconds remaining. And so that finishes the first period. G.T. Taylor of the Southview Saints in the lead, 2-1.
Butler from St. Ed's got the choice to start the second period. Elected to go down. I think he thinks that Taylor's going to let him go and wrestle takedowns. And Taylor picks him up, slams him down to the mat, says, take that. Butler back up to his base again. Taylor, a good rider, throws in the crossbody ride. Good, strong wrestler, reaches through. He's going to try and take Butler to his back.
I was going to say, there's no doubt about it. He wants to stick. He wants to pin him right here. He doesn't want to mess around with anything.
Well, I'll tell you one thing here. Butler doesn't have the respect that other wrestlers have had for Taylor. Butler's really, he's in it all the way. It's 2-1. He gets an escape here. It's going to be an even bout.
When a guy is this strong and this fast, what do you try and do? Just do what he did there? Just try and jump up quick and get slammed?
Well, you try everything you can. You got to figure you're just as strong and just as fast.
2-2 now.
Butler, commendable job. He's made it even. Taylor.
Go ahead. You're from St. Ed's.
Butler in on the penetration. Taylor muscles him down. He's going to get a takedown here if he can keep him in bounds.
Case of keeping your head. They go out. No points. Minute 16 remaining. 2-2 tie.
There we got a good example of Taylor's strength. Butler did all the work there. He got in deep penetration. Taylor grabbed that leg, spun around behind. Almost turned that near takedown into his own takedown. Butler's shown us a lot here, though.
Crowd really watching with great anticipation and waiting for that explosion.
And from either one, really, Jim.
Well, just put the name St. Ed's on the marquee and people come out with a great deal of interest. You know, it's interesting when you got guys like Cousineau out here and Golick, guys that like to come out and watch this kind of thing. You know what they're thinking about the good old days. See that?
Taylor tried that toss. He got Butler stepping into him, which is what you really need for those throws. Watch how fast Taylor is, though. He tries those snaps and he throws Butler around out there. He's so quick on his feet. He's just like a lightweight out there.
25 seconds remaining in the second period. 2-2 tie. But this has not been boring, folks. Everybody's just kind of tight right at the moment.
Taylor up underneath, pushes Butler off the mat. Now Butler gets hit with a stalling warning.
18 seconds remaining in the period.
Not much you want to do. You don't want GT Taylor to be throwing you around out there. Now Butler goes after Taylor. He drives into him. I think that's what Taylor wants.
Yeah.
If he can get Butler stepping into him, there it is. Oh. Snaps him down, spins behind. Oh, he's strong and he's fast. Oh, he just ran out of mat space. That's all.
8 seconds remaining. Well, a guy like Taylor is the kind of guy, if you miss, he'll kill you. He'll just flatten you.
There's a warning on GT Taylor. Interesting. Stalling one.
The fans did not care for that, and so at the end of the second period, it's 2-2.
So we're starting this period now. GT Taylor starts the third period with his choice. He elects to take down, and I think he thinks, and he's strong enough to get that quick one right here, that 1-point escape. If he does that, he'll be in good shape because he'd have a 3-2 lead. Let's see what he does. No, he rolls. Switch, real simple. Oh, real simple switch. Comes behind him. Now he's got a 4-2 lead.
GT Taylor on top.
My hat's off to Butler, though. Even though he's losing 4-2, he's prevented Taylor from showing his real badness out there.
And I'll tell you, you know what GT's doing right from this position, whether you've watched a lot of wrestling or not. Now, what is he calling there, Mike?
Well, he called a stalemate. Although GT Taylor was supposedly working for the fall. I guess the referee felt that neither one was going to get an advantage here. Let's move on to more important things.
Well, I'll tell you something, too. The thing about a guy like Taylor, we've talked about this ability to stick to it. It hasn't been close. Now, I think that's a psych-out move right there, moving away from him like that.
Well, cost him a caution because he jumped the gun.
May not be a bad move, though. I don't think Taylor can be psyched out.
Butler pops up quickly. Taylor lets him go with a 1-point escape.
4-3 now, minute 30 remaining.
Butler's really got to come after him, and you know what? I think he may be playing into Taylor's hands. Butler's being more aggressive, though. You see he's pushing after Taylor, pushing him around. Coaches of St. Ed's are looking for a stalling maybe here. Taylor reaches inside and high crotch, out of bounds.
Now, question to you: is Taylor frustrated at this minute yet?
No, he's under control. He's very cool. He's very heady. Penetration comes up to the bear hug, but Butler pushes him off. Now, Taylor with the 1-point lead can't afford another stalling, so he has to continue to wrestle aggressively. Can't coast at all. Butler obviously down a point, can't coast at all either.
We have 55 seconds remaining in this bout. 4-3, GT Taylor in the blue right there. Left of your picture. Fans are getting on the referees a little bit, but it's been a heck of a bout. Better than I think either of us anticipated from the start.
A little bit of shoving out there still. Butler looking for that one spot to get in there. Taylor reaches in. Butler checks him.
Well, Taylor's got to make an attempt or he could
Taylor's in there tight again.
Uh-oh.
Bear hug. He's got to keep Butler on the mat. Yes, he does. Right at the edge.
2 points.
Big squeeze on Butler by Taylor.
6-3. The crowd came out of their seats for that.
Big squeeze.
20 seconds remaining. The crowd's been waiting for that. We mentioned before, they like to see St. Ed's get beat. Well, Howard Ferguson, with 14 seconds remaining, got out of his chair for the first time, I think, this evening.
My hat's off to Butler, though. He hasn't let Taylor push him around. Taylor's just breezed past everybody, probably all season, and Butler's still in it with 14 seconds left.
And you guys, when you're all wrestling, you know what the other guy's record is. You know reputation, don't you?
Sure. But he doesn't show him the respect. In fact, there's a 1-point escape, makes it 6-4.
Oh, it's going for him.
2-point takedown, 2-point back points, 1-point escape. I think Butler's got it. Yes, it depends on how they call it. Butler got 4 there, Taylor got 1.
The referee's going to the scoring table.
I think Butler just won it.
Well, let's wait. It's 6-5 on the scoreboard, but I want to wait for the official call of this. We're going to stay with this and see what happens.
Just what I
Up
said.
there in the scoring table, the fans are booing. I don't know that he gave him the points. I saw a signal for at least 2.
2 for the takedown, possibly 2 for the back. I just said Butler's in it.
Wait a minute. I think Taylor may have won it.
I don't know.
Let's wait. We're waiting. Yes, Taylor won it. 6-5. Howard Ferguson is walking over to the official. Up there in the, there you see in your picture, he wants to know why there wasn't more points assessed.
Well, evidently they gave him the 2 points for the takedown. They gave no back points. They said that Taylor flopped through before he could be checked on his back. But my hat's off to Butler. What a commendable performance.
He almost pulled one out of his hat there. Tremendous match. Howard Ferguson doesn't like it, but tough Howard, you know, it's one of those things.
Butler,
they'll watch a tape of that, I'm sure.
Butler did well.
So
Did well. He stayed in it all along, and he was right in it all the way to the buzzer.
So congratulations to G.T. Taylor, although he almost lost it at the end. Coming up now, 175-pound matchup. Joe Bryan of St. Ignatius.